You look at the odometer and see a number that would make most luxury car owners sweat. But here you are, holding the keys to a high-mileage Hyundai Accent Blue, wondering if this machine is a ticking time bomb or an unkillable tank. Let's be real, nobody buys these cars to preserve them in a museum. They're bought to be driven hard, put away wet, and survive the daily grind of commuting, delivery driving, or just surviving student life. When you cross that 100,000-mile mark, or even 150,000 miles, the first thing you need to check is that timing chain. Unlike a belt, the chain on the 1.4 or 1.6-liter Gamma engine is supposed to last the life of the car, but life of the car is a vague term. If you hear a rattling sound like marbles in a tin can on a cold start, that is your tensioner shouting for help, and you need to address it before your engine turns into a paperweight. Speaking of the engine, these GDI, or gasoline direct injection engines, are prone to carbon buildup on the intake valves because the fuel doesn't wash over them. You might notice a rough idle or a slight hesitation when you step on the gas at a traffic light, which usually means it is time for a walnut blast or a chemical cleaning service. It is not a major failure, just the cost of doing business with modern efficiency. Now look underneath. The suspension on the Accent Blue is simple, mostly McPherson struts up front and a torsion beam in the rear, but at high mileage, those rubber bushings dry out. If you hear a clunk every time you go over a speed bump or a pothole, do not ignore it. It is usually the sway bar links or the control arm bushings giving up the ghost. The good news is, parts are incredibly cheap and easy to swap if you're handy with a wrench. Transmission-wise, if you have a 6-speed automatic, it is generally bulletproof, but you must change the fluid. Do not believe the lifetime fluid sticker. Change it every 60,000 miles if you want to see 200,000 on the clock. If you have the CVT or the manual, listen for whining noises or grinding when shifting. Inside the cabin, the hard plastics are going to rattle. That is a guarantee. The silver trim on the steering wheel will peel, and the driver's seat bolster will collapse. But these are cosmetic battle scars. The electronics, surprisingly, hold up well, though the window switches might get finicky. The core strength of this car is its simplicity. It does not have complex air suspension or twin turbos to fail. It is just a basic, honest machine. If you keep up with oil changes using high-quality synthetic oil every 5,000 miles, check your coolant levels, and listen to what the car is telling you. This Accent Blue will run longer than cars costing 3 times as much. It is not about being flashy. It is about starting every single morning when you turn that key. So if you're looking at a used one with high miles, do not run away just because of the number. Check the maintenance history, listen to the idle, drive it over a bumpy road. And if it feels tight, you have likely found a loyal companion that is just getting warmed up